Good morning, everybody. It's Brenda. Happy Friday. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Sun is shining today. It's windy, but it's quite a lovely day. Today we're going to just do a little flip through of our Midsummer Days journal. And I think she turned out pretty good. She's a little chunky and it's really not that full. But I used all of the kit. I think there's maybe one or two tags that are straggling around. I'll have to find them and then add them in. But I added some lace down the spine just to give it some added texture on there. And this was just a banner snippet that I had received from Caroline. And what I did is I added a piece of paper at the back with a paper clip. I've never done a paper clip this way before, but it was just such a great way to add it onto the cover here. Perfect colors. And there's a butterfly on there, so I thought that just worked out really well. I put this here because I have stuff hiding underneath it, and I didn't want you to see that. So let's get into her. So we have our front pocket here, and that's made with the Amazon packaging that the cover is made out of. And so I just put a piece here and added a side tuck, and then I have the little envelope here. I will be adding some little goodies in there. I thought I'd done that already actually, but I didn't. And on top of it, there's this little snippet I did on some of the scrap paper and added a couple of the label pieces in there. And then another piece with, it's just a tuck spot that we glued at the bottom, and then I added in a couple of the tags, and then this jar is the one that we made into a little secret writing spot in there, and then just our book page that we put there, and then we have an envelope. Just hooked it around. I didn't close it up, and I added in some of the extra little flower embellishments and a couple of the butterflies, or sorry, the balloons. I put them inside there, and then they can be put wherever in the journal, which is nice. I like to have elements that you can actually move around and put elsewhere if you want. And then there's one of our tags. And then I added in some of my lovely little scrap pieces of paper. Just love purple. I mean, purple is just one of the most beautiful colors. And then we have the little tab that we put there. And I had made, or no, these were from my sister-in-law, sorry, the bags. And then I added in the flower with a rose there, and then one of the tags. Just put that inside. Just like that. Lots of writing space, pictures, however you want to use it. And then we have our big tag in there, and that's made with some packaging as well. And it just... This is our pocket that we had made with the tracing paper on the front. And then there's another one of the bags with a tag inside. And this is our paper clip, our ultra paper clip that we had made. And then on the back I just added one of the other tags just to have a place for it to sit. And I like that the stuff flops out of the top there. And then here is, I made this, it's one of our two pockets. I got some little goodies inside here. There's a balloon, and then a couple of the tags, and then there's some more of the of my little paper scraps that I have. And there's just a butterfly on the front there, glued on, and then the tag or journaling card at the inside the pocket. Lots of goodness in here, and it's just so pretty. And then there's our center. And I added this little flip thing. I glued on one of the flowers, the cut aparts, and a little one there. And then it opens up, and I left this as a tuck spot, and I just popped a postcard in there. But it's quite pretty, and it just looked really nice there, so I put it there. Just like that. And then this is just the top of one of the tags, and I added a ball pin with a little jewel on it, just for a little bit of added interest there. Nice. And there's one of the little flowers again, just to break up the page, you know, make it look, give it a little bit of prettiness. And here's some more of the handmade paper. These were all just little scraps that I had received from a bag at Walmart, and it was like $2.99 or something, but nowadays they're $5.99. So, and then here's our little pocket that we made with one of our papers, and then I just put in a couple of the tabs into this little side pocket here. And then this is the tag that I cut the top off and used, and then just put it inside there. And then some tags just to add in there, just like that. So pretty. And then I did a belly band. There's nothing in there. I mean, I could put something there, but you know, it's nice to have a spot where things can be added. And then here's our corner pocket, and this was the cutout from our window pocket. And then I just added some of the packaging on the back, and then just a couple of little flowers on there. Turned out really pretty. And then the butterfly there, and there's another one of the envelopes. It's empty, but I did not put it together. Like, I didn't glue it together, and it just sits there, and it can be moved, and whatever can be done with it. And then on the back here, I did one of our tube pockets here, and I just put this onto manila file folder, the big tag, and that topper there. And then here's the bow. I don't know how well you can see that, but I managed to put it together. So I was pretty impressed with myself for being able to put it together. I had to figure it out because I just couldn't wrap my head around it, but I managed it. And then that just fits in there, just like that. And then there's the back. So pretty. It was such a fun thing to put together. I quite enjoyed it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments what you thought. And, you know, yeah, let me know what you think. And then this, I think it's the wrong blue. Like, there's 2 tones of blue on here, but this is more like a greeny color. I don't know if that should matter to me or not, but for now, it's going to house the journal, and just because it's very pretty and it's very soft. So yeah, it might be the wrong color, but I don't know. You can let me know on your thoughts too. Let me know about that. All right, I'm gonna set that aside and carefully remove this, and I'll show you what we're gonna do today. Oh, that worked easier than I thought. All right, so let me see where my stuff is. Uh-oh. we're gonna make some tickets using the tickets from the dollar store. They come in strips. Here they are. Sorry about that. So I got these strips of tickets, packages of them. I have a pack of blue ones and a pack of red ones. And I thought, well, let's dress them up, vintage them up, and do them in our style, like how we do it. So this one, I just punched out the corners, like the little half circles, with my little hole puncher into those. And I also found a piece of craft cardstock, and I just cut this down. This is 8.5 by 11. It's just a regular sheet, and it's a pack that's from the Dollar Tree. Let's just show you. It's this here, craft paper pad, and inside it's got black, craft, and the white. So there's an assortment of pages in there, which is nice. And so I just cut the strip at 1 inch and then came in 2 inches. And yes, if you want them to be a certain size, then measuring is always good. Not recommended. You know, I don't like measuring very often, but for this I thought to keep them consistent that I would just measure in every 2 inches. And I just laid it down after I cut the 1 inch, and then I just put a pencil line at the top and bottom for every mark that I wanted to show the ticket shape. So I did a couple of those, and then I did one actually just to show you how they look. So this is on one of the ones from the Dollar Tree. I thought we would use those today. And if you don't have them, it doesn't matter. Like I say, you can use cardstock, you can use scrapbooking paper, you can use anything like that. And the nice thing about scrapbooking paper is you'll already have a design underneath your little clusters that you're going to do. So if you want to craft with me, grab some cardstock. If you have these kinds of things, then grab those. All your little pieces. I have fabric pieces and some lace pieces, and I have tea bags and sewing paper. I have some little flowers, and I have my Tim Holtz snippets just because they're little. I have music paper. You can use music paper, book page, whatever you feel you want to use. Grab that stuff, and we'll just have a play. See what we can come up with. And I'm going to just keep using, I'm just going to use another one of these because I have them. I've had them for quite some time, but I know the Dollar Tree still sells them. And you can ink, you don't have to ink. It's completely your choice. Whatever you'd like to do, then that's what you do. And we'll just do a strip because I'm thinking by the time we do just one, you'll already know what to do. And you probably know how to do these already. You've probably been doing them for years, and I'm just late to the party. I've done large tickets, like we made that ticket journal for Antonio, but this small of a scale I haven't done. So this is going to be fun to use all the little pieces. I'm not even going to ink this one up. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to add some bases to them all. And then, oh, I like that side better. Right, and that's what happens. If you have double-sided paper and you turn it over and you like that side better, then yeah, use it. But this is that very fragile music paper that I have, and I just want to use it up. And this is a great way to do that, because you can't make pockets with it or anything. It just breaks apart. It's very brittle. So, and I'm thinking they're going to come together easy. It took me a little while for the first one because I honestly didn't know what I was doing. But Tom says it looks good. I actually showed him what I was doing. So, and then I'm just going to grab some, I have all these different fabrics here. And yeah, they're not all vintagey looking, like they're not all creams and browns and stuff like that. I have these ones here, but I've got spring on my mind. So it's like, well, grab some material that, and I don't even cut. I always have to make this one a little smaller, but I just take it and I fold it over, and then I just scrape it back and forth because I like the rough edge. Sorry if I was off screen there. I'm trying to show you something and then go off screen. But yeah, just going to add some bits. And I don't know if there's a rule of how many layers you do. You know, I think on this one I did music paper, lace, and a couple of flowers, and then some labels. So yeah, it's your choice. I got cheesecloth on here, and also some faux buttons. I mean, they can be used too. Like, that looks quite pretty. And then just add a flower. I don't know. I'm winging it, and I've just been having a lot of fun doing it. So that's what I'm doing. It doesn't even have to be flat. You can scrunch it all up, and I don't even know if that's going to hold. But because it's thinner, just cut it off. Oops. But once I add things to the top of it, I'm sure it's going to stick down, no problem. And what else do we have in this little pile? See, I always go towards the beiges and coffee dyed stuff and the vintage. Just, yeah. And I just kind of offset things. I'm just going to snip off that end if I can. There we go. Have you done this kind of stuff before? I'd like to know if you've actually done this already, or if this is new to you as well. Like, I see people on Pinterest, and they do this kind of thing, but yeah, it's just a quick way to put some cluster goods together and use up your scraps, and that's my aim. Get the scraps used up. So then there's that, and then you can just start building with your goods. Flowers, butterflies. I don't know if I have any tiny little things in my box or not. I never even looked, actually. No, I just have, this is my box. My sister-in-law, Tracy, made this for me, and then I just added in more. I just kept making these little file folder thingies and adding them in for all my little goodies. So that's where I house all my little stuff. I'm just going to check in here. Oh, that's too big. Probably won't find anything, and I don't want to waste too much time. I'm sorry I'm off camera. It's just sitting on my lap. Yeah, we'll leave it. That might be for another day. So I'm just going to use my little snippets that I have here and the little flowers that I have out. And I'm just going to build. I won't waste too much time. Try not to think too much about it like I just did. Just relax, enjoy it, and have some fun. And I'm gonna try and listen to my own words and do it. There we go. Yep, it's just that's just a little moth or something, it looks like, sitting on a branch. So I'm just gonna add it there. Why not? This one I had inked up earlier. I thought I was going to use it, and then I didn't end up using it. And so there, we're just building and building on what we're doing. Little flower. And then I was checking out my Tim Holtz mini dolls, but they're not small enough, if you can believe it. Which I thought was pretty funny because they are small. Is your weather warm? Have you been able to get out into your yard and start your cleanup if you have to do that, or gardening? I think on the weekend we're probably going to get outside. It's supposed to be lovely, and then we can start the cleanup. Just trying to figure out. I just think the flowers on top just give them such a pretty look. You see that so far? You can put words on there, you can stamp on them, you know, you can do anything like that that you want. And then where's my, I have my little library notes. They come in handy. You can find a small enough one, and then look at this one's already torn. For whatever reason, it's torn. And they're stickers, so I mean they can just get added. Oh, come on. There we go. Just like that. And then when you come to use them, because these ones are already perforated, you can just break them apart. But then if you have deco scissors, you know, then when you do it on your cardstock, then you can use those to cut them apart, and then they have a really sharp edge, like a fancy edge. Add a button on there maybe, I don't know. These are with a 1-inch circle punch, and I embossed them and then just punched in the 2 little holes and then made little buttons. So I'm just going to add that. Maybe a smaller one. Like, look at how tiny that is. Like, holy moly. You almost need tweezers to grab them. And then I think I would like a flower on that one too. Maybe just a, oh yeah, that one's lovely. So you can see how fast they come together. I mean, talk about a mindless crafting. You just have to put pieces together and just have fun doing it. Oh, yeah. There we go. And there, the little set of tickets is done. That fast. So, yeah. I don't know, do we have time to do one more? I'm really enjoying using these, but let's do the cardstock one. And I'm just gonna tear up some tea bag. Why not? The tea bags are awesome to use. And just gonna grab my glue stick for that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just put the glue down the center. Everything else will get glued. That gets glued will help hold it down. And it's okay if it overlaps where your centers are, like where your cut lines are, because the tea bag is very, very easy to cut through. Just have to make it a little thinner. But you get the idea. So, I mean, you don't need me to carry on and show you, you know, so we can just kind of craft together and do it. Tom went out today to do some grocery shopping and grab a mailer for me, and Brat non-stop howling. My goodness, you would think that he was being tortured not having Tom here. Oh boy, it was something else. Yeah, apparently he doesn't do it when I'm gone, which is hilarious. But yeah, what do you do? He sleeps the whole time when I'm gone. Yep, and again, I was gonna go straight across, but I think I will just do it at where the openings are. Sorry if I came off screen. Boy, I have to be so conscious of that, so I apologize if I was. Just yell at me. Hopefully I'll hear you. Just take a little more off. I'm just using the glue stick. I mean, the heavier things, like with the flowers or whatever, then I will use my wet glue. Otherwise, I think the glue stick is good just for the paper. And this little end is a lot smaller than the rest of it. This was just the end of the paper because it wasn't a 12 by 12. It's only 8.5 by 11 sheet. So, I mean, it works. It's just going to be a little guy, and I'm okay with that. And then you just build, just like we've been doing. You just build from there. Grab my glue. Just like that. And of course you can ink everything up, and you can dirty it all up with your inks, whatever you'd like to use. You know, you do that and it's gonna look amazing. But let me use some of this fabric. It's sitting here and I brought it out. So I just want to use a piece of it. Put it on the end here, just like that. And it doesn't matter what color it is. You can, like I say, ink it up. And once you start adding things on top, it's going to add other interest to it as well. We'll see if this holds it. It should. Just like that. Not putting it on straight, I'm just putting it on. How about some black lace now? Can hang it off, doesn't matter. Whatever you want. One more. Oh, this one's a little different than what we've been using. We'll put it on the small end. There we go. It's cute already. And all it has is the 2 layers on it. And then just start building. Oops. That one's pretty big. Let's just, all right. Not supposed to think too much of it, or about it. You know what you're doing, so I need to remind myself of that. Don't think about it too much. Just, because all the stuff hopefully will eventually be used, you know, and that's my goal. Start using it. Use it all. Oops. And this one can go on the end because it's just little. Oh, just need to bring these out. Every one of them is going to have a label of some sort and size. I don't think I have teeny tiny butterflies, otherwise I would put some on there as well. So really it's just the flowers and oh, there we go. Yep, that's pretty good. And then I'm just gonna add some flowers. But you can add as much or as little as you want onto these. It's your creation, so you You do it any way you want to do it. I just think they're fun. And I just love using up all my scrappy stuff, so it's not sitting around. Well, I think that's on there. Stuck to me. My fingers are gluey. Let's see. Good thing I wash. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. It's cute and simple, and it looks so good. And I think one more flower. Whoops. Get glue everywhere. Ah. Stay there. There, my scissors worked. And then there we go. How pretty are they? Right? And if you come back and you add a word or just something, but I just think they are adorable. Now let's get this stuff moved out of the way, and then you can see what we've done. So these are the two we did, and one is shorter, of course, because these are just the length of the tickets that they were. Whoops. And then this is the one I had done before coming on, just so that I could show you what they were about. Can you see that? I can bring you down just a little bit. There you go. Oops, my thumb was there. Apologize. All right, so I'm going to leave it there today. I think I'm going to go and get some cleaning done and have a very, very wonderful weekend. Have a very blessed rest of your day. And let me know in the comments below what you think, what you thought of the journal. Thank you so much for being here with me. I always enjoy coming on and spending time with you. Thanks to all my new subscribers. I appreciate all of you. Take care. God bless. Bye for now.